has been cleaned. Good morning. So that's what they did yesterday. A lot of space, but I think they'll take it for parking. Fisherman's Wharf, the restaurant is having a lot of problems with parking. Too much of vehicles and no parking for them. So that's how it is. I sometimes get bored. When I make a video, I get bored if I'm wearing the same dress very often. So I like to change it. It's cold here, but not as cold as the other day. It's okay, you can just manage it. I love going on walking at these times, It's so different. That experience you won't get by any other way. You won't get it in any other time of the day which you get in the morning. I love mornings. So the feeling that you get when you go walking at these times is totally different. But then I don't have time. If I go walking, it's a 2 hours affair, in the sense going walking, coming back, changing. I will not be able to start my day at 9:30 then. Before, when I stayed in the other PG, I used to go walking, jogging, in fact, in the morning. That's how when I lost so much of weight and got in shape, I would say. So at that time, my bath time was very late. I would bath at 12 o'clock afternoon. So I had my own time. I was not working or I was not doing anything. Not working, but not doing any work, any service as such. It was just my own world. So I had all the time. I could just wake up. Waking up, I always woke up early, but I did jogging and also the day starts very late. That's the difference. You don't have to drink to be able to answer questions, right? You can answer it just like that. You remember Christopher Hitchens? He got cancer and he passed away. He was so brilliant, peak of it. I used to like watching his debates and all that, but then he was totally into alcohol. So I wish he had given that advice towards the end, when people asked what is your last advice, but he never gave that. He didn't speak about his addiction. So people who drink a lot, I think they should send a message towards the end when they have some disease and they just leaving. They should give a message so that the next generation know. Usually when you are sick or otherwise, the last message that you send is because it's based on your life, it's based on the mistakes that you have committed, it's based on what you could. People say that it's okay if you have done some mistake, then you don't have the right to speak at all. It's not like that. We all have our own mistakes, big or small, I guess, and still you need to pass on that message that I did this, but if you do it differently, you are going to have a better life. Probably you could think about that. See, he was really good, but then he has this addiction, and there's another person, I forgot his name, he's my favorite, but he was totally into alcoholism. What's his name? He's a writer. Oh, I forgot. So there are some people who need to drink to be able to think better. I know maybe I understand what it is like, because for me, for naturally to be able to think that way, I need to get into the flow. Right, because I don't drink, so to be able to get just like when I'm dancing, I need to get into that flow. It takes about 30 minutes for me to get into that flow, and once I'm in that flow, then things happen or in the autopilot mode, and it's too intense and it's naturally comes to me. So the same way I am able to think and answer sometimes with that intensity, but it takes a while. Suddenly it doesn't happen. So when you drink, probably you take yourself to that and beyond that, probably that level where you can answer any questions because it comes to you naturally because you are drunk, right? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just assuming things. All I can do is that. So, but then it is at an expense, right? You are also giving up a lot of your health by doing that. So what's the fun? What's the point in that? Like if you were going to live a good 100, you're going to bring it down to good 70 probably. Your idea of good is different from my idea of good, maybe. So what's the point in that? 70 or even shorter than that, that's how life is, you know? But if it's in control, probably it's okay. But then, if you need it every time to talk and to debate and all that, it's not going to be right. Maybe, whatever I share, you don't have to take it, but you can just think on that. That's it. It's my view. I don't force it on others. That's how I see my world. How so beautiful it is to sit here. You can't. I love it here. I'm in love with whenever I sit here. That is. I'm not saying this is it. There is much more things beautiful than this. There is a lot of things that you can enjoy in the world. There's so much you have not seen. But as of now, I consider this as a blessing every time. I still remember the first time I came here and the room was a little in the mess. I didn't like it first time when I joined, but then I opened this balcony and I looked outside, and within a day I set the room probably, and then I settled there. The next day I realized that this is something magical. God has given me something that I need, probably, just what I need. Because before I was staying in another PG and there we didn't have such view, and for the view I had to come every time to an agricultural universities here, just 2 minutes walk from here, GKVK. So I had to come there. There you have a lot of greenery, a lot of trees. So every day I used to come there to get nature. Even then I was in love with nature. I receive my strength. You asked me yesterday, how do you recover from sadness when you're feeling down, isn't it? So for me, I told you that I stay grounded in the sense I explained it to you. But apart from that, spirituality, the power that you have within you works a lot. You need to have that power. You need to keep developing it. However, whether you want to include religious stuff into that in helping you be spiritual, whether it is your core, the way you have been created by God, accepting that and working on that, nurturing that, becoming more of you, I do all that. So for me, being spiritual helps me a lot, and to make it form, I take a lot of help from nature. So the point is that every time, it's not just when you're praying or meditating, it's not like that. Every time you need to feed yourself on spirituality and strengthen your core, your sanctuary, whatever you call this within you. So that needs to be strengthened, so that every day you are doing it in some way, so that whenever there is a challenge in life, you are able to face it because of that strength, as I said. So the two things basically which helps you to cope with it is your ability, the techniques that you use to keep yourself grounded, probably, and the second thing is your spirituality, the being you factor of it, that helps you to overcome many challenges. So the thing is, we don't strengthen ourselves, the core of us, just like how much we spend on sharpening our mind and strengthening our body, but the inner core or the sanctuary, that is still weak for many people. That is because every day we don't give anything to that to strengthen that part. So you need to strengthen yourself from within you. Every day it has to happen, so that whenever there is some challenge, we are strong from inside. That helps a lot. So for that, nature plays a very crucial role. You need to get it from nature. Nature gives so much more than what you actually think it does. That's the reason whenever you cut a tree, you're just being unfair to yourself and to other people, unless you are also planting trees. So you need nature. Nature gives you so much more than what you can just imagine it does. Every part of nature. Yesterday I had some good dreams. I dreamt of mountains, and I was staying somewhere, and I just opened the window of that house. I don't remember whether it's balcony or whatever, and the view was mountains, and the mountains were green at that time, and the mountains have streams flowing from there. Oh my god, it was a view. It's a blessing, right? So nature, I think it comes in different forms. So for me, God has just given me this piece of it. But apart from this, you have mountains, you have lakes, you have streams, you have so much. Nature comes in different forms. So you need to be able to receive something from them. So that helps you to strengthen your core. And if you have a strong core in a part, that helps you in facing most of the challenges in life. That's how it works for me. I just strengthen, because as I told you, I've always been my own support system in my life, because I've not had someone who can support me. It's more of the emotional support that you get. It's more of the guidance that you get, what you need to do to strengthen yourself from inside. Just like what I'm doing to my daughter now. When I write to her, I'm just helping her survive. And because survival mode comes first at many instances of life, whenever you are challenged, survival mode comes first, then comes the thriving part of it. So you need to be able to survive. You need to know that you have a purpose in life, and I need to be here. And how do you do that? You can't do it if you have a weak core. So you need to have your inside must be very strong, because from there all the strength comes. So basically, I feel that people go to temple to strengthen themselves from inside, but since you're not consistently doing that, it doesn't work out for you. Whatever be your mode of strengthening, it needs to be done consistently every day. You need to be little focused on yourself and developing yourself. Just like your external aspects, you need to be able to strengthen your inner part also, from where the light comes. Wherever you feel, people usually say it starts from this part. So if you feel it's starting from your gut or your thighs or anywhere, the most important part is not where it is. It is about, that is where it starts. That is where you receive your strength. So that part needs to be strengthened, and you can't do it by physical fitness. You can't do it by sharpening your mind. So that's totally different. Spirituality is all about, for me it's more about strengthening your core. So what happens is that it helps you whenever you are down, whenever there are problems. You need a space to be yourself. And okay, you have a partner, you can lean on to him. Just, it's very rarely that you find someone with the same chemistry, with the same strength, or with the same love, or whatever you call it. So that's very rare. But if you have it, well and good. If you don't have it, the first thing is that you need to be able to give yourself a space so that you can sit and think there. and that space is within you. So where is that space within you? That's how I think of it. So when I write to her, I just hope that she becomes strong from inside, so that anytime there is problems, because we all have problems, when you have problems, you are strong from within. It's important. When you are strong from within, you can you have your body fitness, you have your mind sharpness, you can deal with any of the problems. You know how to do that. You are equipped with the other things. Basically, what people lack is the core strength, because nobody has told you to do that, and people are not interested in spirituality because they believe it's just something superficial, like going to temple or worshipping something or listening to some teachings, reading through the holy books and all that. They don't know that it is to do with your own strengthening or your own origin or core. They don't know that. So that's how it is. So for me, I like sitting here so much. I receive I don't know what, and mornings are the best times. When you're spiritual, what happens is that you understand more than what you only understood before. What you only knew before, you know a lot of more things, especially about things like nature, about what people, more psychological and philosophical and more spiritual. Have you ever seen that? What did you do? When I was sleeping, I'm going to have my bath now. I have all my hair. A lot of hair fall, right? So I just finished my work, my task which I told you about, cleaning the wardrobe. I didn't find any cockroach, which means that baby cockroach which I saw was the only one. But good that I don't have to do it now for 3 months, 4 months. In the sense, you just have to do it once in 3 months, that's all. In Gulf, when I was in Gulf, they had one medicine, one paste-like thing. If you apply that all around, you call those people, then for a year you don't have to bother about this. So right now I'm just sitting here waiting for the sunset. Anyway, I'm a bit tired because a lot of bending and doing that, So I need to sit now. I think I will not do any of my exercise today. I'll just sit idle and then spend the time, because my cleaning is over, nothing extra is there. Here, so much of mess is there in the part, but I'll do on Sunday. I'm not doing today. Every place, it needs cleaning every day. Oh, what a headache. What are you doing? It's too sunny here, I'm sorry, because sun is right there. You want to see the sun? It's going to set now. I'll show you, okay? Can you see? That is where the sun will set. The sun is right on my face now. You won't believe, in summer the sun sets here, this side. But now, close to winter, it sets there. So it'll go down. I'll show you, okay, today. That amazing view. I don't know which color it's going to be today. The other day it was pink and it was not orange. Before that it was orangish and it was so beautiful. Okay. I'll sit here. If I turn this side, how is it? Is it better? It's too much sun. I can't face that side. But now, as I told you the other day, it just slides to the setting position in about 10-15 minutes. Now it's close to 5:15. By before 6, the sun sets these days. So this from this stage to the other stage, it goes pretty fast. So that's the reason I have to be here. Otherwise, I can't see it. Anyway, I have nothing more to do today. My work is over. It's my idle time. Why are we living in two different worlds? In the sense, when you don't know about other persons, when you're not a part of other person's world, it is pretty weird. It's not good. Oh my god, I've not made a video yesterday. Yes, I did. Okay, I did. When I went to mall from the food court, I did add some. Anyway, there's no content. I'm looking for someone to come with me this Sunday or a Monday. I want to go somewhere. I want to feel it is New Year. This speaker, I won't be able to dance with that. Sorry. A lot of dust went inside my throat and nose. So I was telling you that this sound bar which I bought, it will not help me. I can't play it and dance. I need a party boom 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 kind of woofer sound, the Dolby system. Then I can dance. With this I can't dance. I need to play it in my ear, just like how I always do. What happened in my hand? I bought a shoe now. It has been delivered. I'm not happy at all with that. I'm not satisfied. I didn't like it at all. In the sense, it's okay. That's it. It's okay. It's not good. So what I'm going to do is I'll use that for my dancing. Just for dancing, I'm going to buy another good shoe. This is not. That's the reason I didn't. In the sense, the ones that come from abroad is so good, the quality. Then Bata used to have, but now Bata also doesn't have. They don't have good shoes. So I've seen a good shoe in Cult Sport. I'm going to buy that for outside wear. This one I'll use only for dancing because the pink, the cloth which they have used is so cheap, and the pink is so cheap pink. It's not the good pink. I don't like that. This is not what I expect. When you see in the picture, it looks like that. That's a problem when you buy online anything. The picture shows you something, and when it is delivered, it is something else. And who has got the patience to return it and to refund it and get something else? It's such a headache. So I'm totally disappointed when it came. That pink is so dirty pink. There's a kind of, why do you say, it's a I don't like that pink. It's that color of pink, and the material which they are used is just polyester, that lining, and so it's going to be very dirty very soon, and I don't like it at all. So I'm going to wear it just for dancing. That's it. I'll not wear it outside. For that I need another shoe now, good quality. I know what is good shoes. I wore my previous shoe for 4 years, but it was so good. I like it at all. It was not. So I will just wear it for my dance. That's it. And I've seen another shoe, Cult Sport. It's really nice. I'm sure the material, everything will be good. I'm going to buy that. Okay. Totally different. It was not like this the other day. No, today I can't see the sun at all. It was too bright, and now it is like it's almost gone, right? It wasn't so the other day. It was totally different. But today it's almost gone. This is all you can see. I guess it's a bit cloudy today, unlike the other days. So it's almost gone. Oh baby, you missed it. The other day, once I think I'd taken a photograph of that. It was so orangish, like a fireball. I felt it's so amazing. Okay, I'll send you this. Now it's your turn to send me something. You can send me something. What are you going to send me? From wherever you are. I don't even know where you are. So wherever you are, send me some beautiful images of that so that I know this is where you are. Okay, whatever it be. Right now I'm going inside, and I said I'm not doing any exercise, but I lied. I'm going to do some exercise, some stretching. Okay. Oh my God, today I'm not wearing my earring. Sad. So you enjoyed the sunset I gave you. It's still there. I still can spend 5 minutes here looking at that fireball, but it's not that orange. If it turns orange, I'm gonna show you again. Okay? So send me something from your world also. Let me see your world. You have seen my world so much. So I got bored wearing the same jacket. I felt that you are getting bored as well, because I am getting bored. In the morning, there is no other place I can make this video, because this is where I sit and this is where the light is appropriate, for 2 reasons, that is. Okay. That it's not the right outfit for this weather. It is not, but I can't help it. I don't want to change it now, because this is what I was wearing when I was sleeping, and so I just came with that. Probably I should get some sheet to put it, or shawl. I have shawls. I can put it on my thigh, so it's much better, isn't it? How are you feeling that New Year is coming? Sorry, the old year is coming to an end tomorrow. Tomorrow here, day after tomorrow there. Monday, I have no idea. I have not come up with anything to celebrate it. I don't know. I'm not going anywhere. I wanted to go to that water theme park, though it is pretty cold. But I enjoy it. I enjoy dancing. Or maybe I can dance here. What else to do? Maybe I should do that. What do you say? I should dance here. Now that I have my shoe, I tried it also yesterday. That toe finger is okay, but it's kind of pressed. The thing is, my nail is growing in that finger. I need to cut it. That's a challenge for me. Today I'm going to cut that nail a little bit. It is still paining if I touch it, and if that toe touches somewhere, it aches. So I have to be careful, because otherwise it's going to come out. I'm just trying to make it stick there back. so I can dance. What do you think? Should I be dancing? Should I be going out for New Year? What do you think I should be doing? Tell me. Today I'm going to have my breakfast outside. So woke up and I just encouraged myself to do the things fast, so at least I get 5 minutes to sit before I am in the chamber. And for me it is Saturday, and it's the usual day, starting with going out and having my breakfast, coming back, sitting in the chamber till afternoon and evening. Today I'm going on a walk. I love going on a walk. I think I'm shaping much better these days with all my usual routines. Though I'm doing it, after I've got that new sandals, I've been wearing that. So today maybe I'll try wearing my new shoe while going out. Although I said it is just meant for dancing. Probably yes. Let's see. So some grey hair has come, which means that I have to go and get my hair colored on 2nd, probably Tuesday. So it matters to me. This is so beautiful, this sweater color. I bought it for the color. It's so beautiful. Don't you think so? I'm so concerned about your happiness, you won't believe it. I even come in different dresses when I make the video, so that you see me in different ways and not get bored seeing me just wearing the same thing, like you just show up wearing the white. You're not concerned about what I feel. You don't dress up for me. You don't do all those things. You don't know how to express your romantic side much. I don't know. It was my world was totally different when I was a child. I remember it. I remember it even now. How I was. What was my world like? You know, in the sense it was like I was in my own world. So it's like I never bother others unless you bother me. If they bother me, I'm just going to handle them properly, give them that. But otherwise, I hardly ever bother others. It's just that I keep my world to myself, and I was very observing. That's there most of the time. Okay. I can only talk to you when I come back. See what I'm having. Okay? This is it. So what are we going to talk today? I wanted to add some content because I did not make a video yesterday, I guess. So every day if I do like this, now I was just editing a video, and I found that these days, because the contents are very less, I'm able to make a video soon. In the sense, there's not much content like before. You know what's a problem with me, in the sense why I'm not able to add contents to my video is because I have done all the things that I want to do. Just like how I'm not able to make any song videos these days because I've sung all of my favorite songs. You won't believe it if I say I've sung all of it. And okay, there are some songs which I have not yet sung, which are still my favorite, but those songs don't have a karaoke. So without a karaoke, I can't make it, right? So for those two reasons, I'm not able to make song videos now. One thing, I've sung most of my favorite songs, and the rest of my favorite songs don't have a karaoke. So because of those two reasons, I'm not making videos. Anytime, I miss it so much. I love singing so much. I am even thinking of buying a party box, which they call, in the sense, a music system which comes with mic, so that you can connect it and you can sing all the karaokes loud enough. It's going to be very interesting, and I can also make a video of that. So I love singing so much, I can't tell you how much. So I do feel tempted many times to make a song video, many times. But then every time I feel so tempted, what I do is I check on that. Either I have to repeat the songs which I have already done, or it is like I have to hunt for the karaoke and I don't find it. Both of it is a lot of problem. I can't do it. So that's the reason these days you don't find any of my song videos coming up. It's not like I don't like singing. I love singing. It's my passion, in the sense I need to be singing always. But to repeat the same songs is kind of boring. And so let's see what comes up. There must be something. And then another thing that I could be doing is to sing the unplugged version of the same songs. But then again, a problem comes. You don't have karaoke's for unplugged versions. So what to do? Without karaoke, you can't sing. You need a proper karaoke, right? Oof, it's not comfortable here. So the same way, when I want to make a video, what happens is that I have visited most of the places that I could take you to in Bangalore. Most of it. I'm not saying all of it. There are some places where I'm not gone to, but most of it, a little of everything I've done in the contents, I've done it, and so now I'm running short of contents. What goes in the videos? I have no idea. So most of it these days are lectures. I'm not going anywhere because I don't know where to go now. In my list is water theme park. I want to go. I'm not been to any water theme parks. It's there in my mind. I could go alone because I don't have anybody to come with me as of now. my friends here, the residents, they all are engaged in one or the other way. Some people are not interested in water theme park for some reasons, and some people like it in groups. So for me, it is like I enjoy it even if I go alone. That's a different thing. But when you go to a water theme park alone, what happens is that, see, just like they say, solitude is fine, but you need someone to tell that solitude is fine. So you get excited and you don't have anybody to share your excitement. That's kind of weird. So obviously, why do you want to go to our theme park? It's because you enjoy those rides, and it's so much fun. I love most of the rides, in the sense if it doesn't drop you into deep water, because I have water phobia. I don't like water. I don't like deep water, that is. Okay. So any ride which doesn't push you into deep water, I like it. So my favorites are waves. Wave pool is my favorite. I love it so much. And then second favorite is dance, rain dance, which most of the water theme parks and resorts do have. That's like something, the extent of something that you could ask for is rain dance. What can you just ask for? It's raining, there's a lot of water, the ambience is good, it's dark, there's a lot of lights, and there's the DJ playing music. What more do you want? So that's perfect. I wanted to go to a water theme park, but then if I go alone, I will have to mingle with the strangers who are there around. That's a little, there's some amount of risk in that. I can mingle with them for time being. That's how we do in the beginning. Sometimes you have to get along with strangers, but when you get along with strangers, there's always a risk, because you don't know that person, whoever you are mingling with. So it's always safe to play with people you know, to some extent, right? That's the only reason. Why do you fear mingling with strangers? What is it? It's just the same thing which we had when we were kids. We were told not to get close to strangers, not to accept anything from strangers, not to go with them if they call you. Why so? Because as children you have more risks, right? But as adults also you have the same extent of risks. If you want to mingle with strangers, it's going to be you have to pay a price, and the price is that it's going to be, you don't know that person. That's it. So I still running in my head what to do. Either I have to go there, then I get enough of content if I go there, or else the next option is I can probably dance. That can be done. So let's see. It's not comfortable here. It's paining. So let's see what comes up. Okay. The ultimately you should feel that it is New Year, right? When it is New Year, it shouldn't be that somebody has to remind you that it's so and so date. Like today's 29th. Today's 30th. Yeah, it's not 29. See, today's 30th of January in India, and. So you need to know that how many more days are left. Just one more day and tomorrow. If you have no other plans, what happens is that you keep doing the same things that you have done before last year, and it's going to be so funny. And the new year is over, and you already stepped into 2024. 2023 is over without you knowing about it, without you celebrating it. I don't like that. It's running in my head. Let's think of what to do. So that is obviously the reason why the contents are less. Okay. Everybody knows that it is close to New Year and you just have 1 or 2 days left, right? That's it. 2 days. So an entire year we have spent is coming to an end and a brand new year is opening for us. So you have to be happy. This is the time to recharge. This is the time to be happy, to feel good about it, both ways. Because many things in life, I don't know if you have experienced it. For me, it's like some things, like there is a Japanese word for that. 2 words. What's it called as? 2 moments. It's called as. I forgot that Japanese term. Dash and dash moments in life. You know, K starts with K and H, I guess. Okay, I don't know Japanese. Okay, so that's the reason. So in according to that, they tell you that some things, even though it looks like bad, those events which happen in your life, it's for the good. You know, those moments. I want the term. Okay, let me check the word terms and I'll get back to you. Sorry, I couldn't find it. It's there in my tongue, but it's not coming. So I will find it later. 2 words, which means nothing, but sometimes what you feel is bad for you turns out to be good for you. You know, those 2 moments. It's there in life. So that's what I'm saying. Every closure, every ending, sometimes in life takes us to the better times. You know, one closure is leading to something new, a new beginnings. That's how life is. So if you are in such a position, if you are in such a moment in your life, are you not supposed to celebrate it? Both of it. You know, many times people ask me, in the sense, you find this question very common, asking you that what you would have changed in your life, in your past, if you could. Is there anything that you would have done differently? Some decisions, some choices, something about your life that you would have changed, so you think it would have been better. You know, what is there? And I always say, I've said this before also in one old video, I remember speaking about this. I always say there's nothing I would like to change, because if I had changed something in my past, then I wouldn't be who I am today. So every life experience that I've been through until now is a part of me. And so whether it is good or bad, whether I like it or not, it is a part of me. And that's when I say it helps me to forgive a lot of people who have done wrong to me, and to forgive my circumstances, which was unfair probably, and which I never liked, which I would not want others to go through probably in their life. But having said that, if I just wipe that part away from my life, it wouldn't be the same. I would not be the person I am today. And for that reason, I don't like to delete anything from my past. Everything is a part of me. So sometimes when I go through my albums, old videos, etc., you know, it occurs to me that why are you not deleting it? It's so old. It's not a part of you now. Why are you keeping it? And I just tell myself that it is not a part of me, but it was a part of me. And what has been in your life is a part of you. And if you try to get rid of it, then you because you are an influence of all that has happened in your life. So if you try to remove 1 or 2 parts of your life, 1 or 2 chapters of your life, or even pages for that matter, you are also letting go that experience which has influenced you in becoming who you are today. So don't do that. Everything that you have been through is relevant when it comes to who you are today. So you don't have to run away from your past. Better get in terms with your past. You know, that's the best thing you can do. Get in terms with it. It does make sense then. The train is coming. It's not a train, it's an engine. Good for us, right? So if it was a train, we would have had to wait longer. So I was telling you, don't try to run away from things. It matters to you. So you have to be thankful when you're standing at a juncture where you're closing one chapter, closing an entire year, and you're stepping into a new year. It's something that you have to be. You need to be fortunate to get another year. It doesn't come that naturally to you as it looks. When you think of year and when you think of years in calendar, in terms of calendar, it seems like it's so natural. It just happens. There's no big deal about it. Every year you're tearing off, like if you follow the old outdated calendars, it used to come in sheets, and when 1 month is over, you just tear off that page, throw it, and the next one shows up. It used to be like that before, if you remember that old calendar. Now things have changed, but still, see, it doesn't come that naturally. You need to be fortunate to see a new year. So it is a time to rejoice. It's a time to be happy and express your gratitude, and you need to at least you need to know that it's a new year. This year is closing and something, a brand new year is opening. At least that much should be there, right? So for me, most of the things naturally just shapes up. Like you can say it's the wisdom that I have gained with experience. Probably I just try to translate that most of the time. So what am I wearing? You can see that. It's my favorite dress. I want to wear this today and wash it. That's why I wore it. It's so beautiful, the color is, So I can talk about all that. Generally, I can talk to you about. I can talk romance. I can talk something to do with psychology. That is mostly whatever I talk. It's about that, and it's just the translation of wisdom. That the wisdom that we gain with age and experience. I can talk about generally about that. I cannot talk about wealth making. I cannot talk about car or electric cars. I cannot talk about space science. No. And most of your videos that I watched on YouTube, it's about these things, and I love watching it. What you don't know, it's good always to gain knowledge and understand it better, right? That I do. But then, if you had given me a chance, I can't talk about it. But no problem, we can talk about something, and listening is, I'm a very good listener, so I can listen and talk when it is required. That's how in the beginning, that's how we communicate, right? Because there are different kinds of people. So some people, what they do is they can just start with anything, and they just want to show off probably that they know a lot, which I can't do. I generally... Hi. You're going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going out for Satanagar.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hi.
Yeah, with?
Hi, with Ajra.
Okay. Tomorrow you're going somewhere, no? On first?
For marriage.
Yeah. First you're leaving.
No, on 31st night maybe.
Tomorrow is 31st.
So tomorrow night. Bye.
Bye. So somebody had come. She wanted to say hi. She thought it's my regular YouTube videos I keep making, and they are all a part of that. So I was telling you, there is no problem at all. We can talk about something or the other, or be quiet also is okay, right? That's how usually I talk with people, I don't have the habit of just showing off or having to force myself to talk, although I do force sometimes, because sometimes I have hours probably. Sometimes when I go to mall, these days I've become so fast and used to the mall that in a very short time, that is in about 10 minutes, I have finished one floor, and it feels so bad, because 10 minutes is not enough. I need 20 minutes in a floor, and so what I do is I take 2 rounds in one floor, and That way I can cover in 4 floors. So tomorrow's plan is decided. We're going to dance. Okay, I will dance after a very long break. I think my leg toe is okay now. Unless and until it hits somewhere, then it's going to come off. I'm just trying to make it stick back to the roots. It's come out of the roots. So still it is black. Hopefully it will just heal, maybe. Because the roots are not still intact. So if it touches somewhere, then I'm going to die for a moment. You know how people die for a moment and then wake up from their death? What is happening? I'm just walking. Half of my walking is done. Another half is there. In between I got so distracted. So I went to some shops just to do window shopping, not to buy. It's so nice, right? I was telling today that I wish there was a water theme park in this mall as well. That's one thing that is missing. If that was there, I think it would have been perfect. I didn't have to go anywhere then. Everything else you have, but I don't like the fun city which is there here. It's not for adults. What would adults like as entertainment? That's a question. So today when I was talking about that, one of my friends, she said you could go party, dance, and that's it. That's all you have. Which means that pub dance. I don't like it. Why you don't like it? Because I've never been there, probably because of that. So today the rush is less. It's not crowded. You can see everywhere it is a lot of vacant space which hardly you ever see in this mall. So today people have opted for some other thing to do rather than coming to mall. I don't know what. Otherwise, or maybe it's just to come. It is only 6 o'clock. Usually, when I'm going out from here, that is when people come. When I'm leaving, a lot of crowd comes. So I went around looking for what is there new in these shops. Not particularly to buy anything, but I didn't find. So right now I'll focus on my walk and finish my half an hour more and then going back. Okay. What I like is I like to be back in PG by 6:45 so that I get half an hour before dinner. Otherwise what happens, you go there, directly you have to go down have dinner. So, it's climbing up and down. It's not easy. It takes effort. So already if you have walked a lot, then to do that you need some rest, that's all. I've learned that if you rest for about 15-20 minutes, anything is fine. You can climb. But you need to rest. It's not that you went somewhere, you already walked so much and then come back and then walk again. That becomes tiring, too much. You forget that it's your body, right? Your body needs some rest as well. So we are nearing the last day is coming to an end. Not the last day, one more day. What are you doing? What are you up to? What are the plans for tomorrow, for today? I'll be watching. I'll keep an eye on what people are doing. How do you feel? Oh, tomorrow I have so many work, so many things to do. Sunday, off day, but so many things in the evening. Dance. Morning I have to write to my daughter. And all those things are lined up. The entire day is busy. I don't know how I'll stay awake till 12 o'clock. I hardly ever do that, I never stay awake. sleep at 10 o'clock, 10:30. That's a maximum. Sorry about that.